Hello and welcome to another Green Carpet Media presents a Heroes of the Storm gameplay. I'm here with my co-caster Stincho.
What's up, guys? It's Stincho.
Stincho on the mic. But we got game 3 of Team Numerics versus
Donkey versus Donkeys R Us.
But is it really, Stinch?
Nope, gotcha.
We got you. We got you, hoes.
But stick around, please.
Please, God, stick around and subscribe, like, and comment, please. So this is just a, I believe it's a Team League game. I'm going to have to maybe it is, maybe it's a Hero League game. I'm not exactly sure. But you know how those Team League and Hero League games go, Stinch. They crazy. And you can see that Arthas is getting extremely health depleted here. And this is a game that looks like it's going to be interesting. These Team League, who am I kidding, Stitch? These Team League games are always interesting.
I thought I was going to say,
who am I kidding? This game's going to freaking suck. It's going to be very interesting because we got kel'thuzad on the field, and kel'thuzad is someone that I always enjoy casting because I haven't casted many kel'thuzad games, and quite frankly, I haven't really casted many games at all. I mean, I am relatively new at this. You know that, Stinch.
You are very new, and that's why you don't have very many subscribers yet, but will. Please subscribe.
Yeah, you should see how desperate I am. So, look how low Arthas is getting here, Stinch. I think that this Arthas is going to be someone that debates a Numerics into the cannon line. That's who I think he is, Stinch.
Oh, yeah.
Arthas is going to say, I'm low. And then a Numerics going to be like, oh, I see you, boy. I see you. And he creeps in there, but, you know, the cannons are going to finish him off.
Yeah,
of course.
It's
called getting debated.
Debated, you say?
Debated.
TM.
Yeah, trademark Travis, Green Carpet Media. Actually, that is definitely not trademark me. I can't take credit for that.
Oh, that's right, because it's mine.
Exactly. Not like Ronald Reagan. There goes kel'thuzad getting slowed plus silenced. Not really much old KT could do there, was there, Sandro?
They were like, shh.
Yeah, just like in Saving Private Ryan. Guys, if you don't know what clip Stincho's talking about, go YouTube Saving Private Ryan, or maybe Saving Private Ryan, shush, and you'll understand what Stinch is talking about right there.
Yes, Saving Private Ryan, SHHHH, space SHHH.
That would probably find it. I'm not even kidding. So let's get back to the game here. We're playing on Cursed Hollow, like you guys didn't know that already, which means the first tribute is up, and it looks like Artanis is looking to claim it. Is he going to have any... is anyone going to try to stop him? It looks like Tyrande, got in there, was kind of going to poke at him, and I think maybe even Tyrande wasn't going to be enough to stop him. This is a big fight coming down, Stinch. It looks like the red team does want to stop the blue team from getting this tribute, obviously, but do they have enough manpower? Do they have enough health to prevent this turn-in? It looks like they are wavering and they are posturing for a better position here. A Numerics does go in there. Let's see if this Anub does get debated like he did last time. It looks like Arthas is he's getting tantalizingly low just like last time, but it looks like Sonya is going to go down. Sonya doesn't have a lot in the way of escape. That's why she does need a Medivh and his delicious portals to get out of there. Once she's in there, she's pretty much in there, Stench.
Once you're in there, you're pretty much in there. That's what I say.
I mean, you're pretty much... It's true. Sonya isn't someone that has a lot of escape. She's not a Tracer who can just blink out of there. She's not a Zeratul who has multiple forms of escape. She's Sonya. Once she hooks you in and she pulls herself in there, she's in there for the long run. Either someone's going down or she's going to go down, Stincho.
No, she hopes for the team to go down.
That's exactly right. We have a lot of quest talents going down here. It looks like Uther is going his Holy Light build. Not my personal favorite build, but some people like going for it. It's getting actually a lot of steam in the professional game. You can see that Arthas is going for his Howling Blast quest, and then Stukov is going for his Weighted Pustule build. Again, not one of my favorites, but Gul'dan is going for his. This is what we saw Flame Strike quest last time. Flame last time. Now we're seeing a Corruption quest, which is my personal favorite, even though I think...
You love to be corrupted.
I do love it, Stitch. You know how I do. There goes Arthas. There goes kel'thuzad. The red team is going down here, Stitch. It looks like we'll call them... we'll call the blue team Donkeys R Us, and we'll call the red team Team Numerics. Even though that's not true, but it looks like, you know, this is what happened in their game.
True that.
You know, they got that snowball effect going. But look at this. It looks like the blue team is going in for the boss.
They're going down. But now, you see we're going down singing.
What do they say in that song? Do you even know?
Yeah, it's we're going down.
Okay. I'll say it. We're going down
Okay.
in an early round.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Another loaded gun, complex, cock it or pull it.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Now back to the game. We're not analyzing a crappy punk band's lyrics here.
How
Stitch.
dare you?
Fall
Out
Out Boy sucks. If you want to listen to music, go listen to the Avalanches.
We just
Since
lost
I left
our one
you.
subscriber.
Probably. But this is a fun game. This should be a fun game, you know?
It is.
We're just enjoying a good commentary. This is where, if you guys had comments, we would be reading them, you know, and saying, hey, you know, this is what JoJo says about Stincho. JoJo says, I hate Stincho, and I wish you would find another commentator, co-caster.
Well, JoJo, what I have to say to you is, thank you for subscribing and liking.
And leaving a comment. Look at this, Stitch. The blue team is pushing in so strongly here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a boss, got the curse. What more can you want? You know? They literally have the world. They have... There's not much more. They have their ultimates. They have everything going for them. There's the fear. And I mean, this game could be early. Maybe I picked out a game to maybe rest my little throat and give myself a lozenge after those two professional gameplays. But look, the blue team is falling. Maybe this isn't going the way that they exactly planned for it, Stincho.
They did. I mean, don't teams plan to win?
Teams playing to win. It looks like the red team just isn't falling over and rolling over in their graves saying, hey, you know, a lot of times during these team leagues, I'm not sure if it's a team league or a hero league. If it's definitely a hero league, you definitely have people complaining. Oh, just let them win. GG, you guys suck, you know, and that's when the team really starts falling apart because, you know, it just starts falling apart. Once, you know, someone starts complaining, that person's too busy typing on their keyboard to actually play the game.
Excuse me.
Singe, come on, you gotta calm down over there.
I'm sorry.
Before you start a cast, you need to, you know, get your, you know, your farts and burps out, you know.
That's what I do while casting.
Okay, so we do have the blue team. They're doing extremely well, Stench. They have all forts down, and they have one keep down. You can see that KT is extremely close to completing his Blight quest. When he gets to level 30, Stincho, you know what's going to happen? Mass damage, mass chaos for the blue team. That's if they can't get him down. Maybe Goldan can do a good Horrify on him. Maybe he can land a few corruptions on him, taking him down early into the game. And I think maybe that they need to focus on that. Even Stukov to maybe land a few silences on him if he does push in a little bit close. But he did not go lurking arm build. So maybe there's he went weighted pustule build, which is not one of my favorites. Look at KT Stench. He is going down, just like I said. He is extremely low, but he does get a holy light. It looks like Sonia's going to go down. Like I said, she's in it to win it, but she's in it to actually lose it because she is dead. And it looks
I like that twist.
Yeah. And KT, it looks like the blue team might be overcompensating. I mean, this is when teams feel like they're too good for school, you know. Like there goes Artanis, you know, and there goes Tarande. The blue team could get overzealous, you know. They could feel like
they're running now.
They could feel like, you know, their nuts are dragging on the ground. Like, look at these nuts, they're huge. We're unstoppable. You know, we can do anything with them.
But guess what? Your nuts dragging on the ground, people can step on them.
There is a detriment. It's actually a
Ooh,
detriment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, look at my balls. They're so awesome. And next thing you know, somebody's not looking down. Step right on your balls.
Exactly. And then you don't want that.
You
That's a good
know,
analogy.
you
Great
definitely
analogy.
do not want that.
So, yeah, the blue team is doing extremely well. Gul'dan has actually finished Corruption Quest, which means Gul'dan is actually going to be doing tons of damage with his Corruption, especially if the red team does bunch up. We'll see what happens. You see there's the Corruption going 3 bursts and then 3 bursts backwards. And then once a Corruption stack gets on you, that's extremely detrimental. You don't want that to happen, Stincho, especially when you have Uther, who's not necessarily the best AoE healer. He does have Holy Radiance, which is an AoE heal, but I personally don't think it's the best one, in all honesty. Well, at least not for healing. It's good for getting that devotion stacks on.
I get them devotions.
That's right. Tyrande is backing out. She is a little bit too deep. She's trying to keep all the thoughts above her, or however that song goes. Uther's going to put a divine shield on himself, but it looks like KT actually goes down, just like I was telling you, Stincho. They want to take that KT down early. Sonya is going to go in. She is going to get killed, even though she was whirlwinding. Arthas is going to bite the bullet. Tyrande might go down as well, Stinch. This might be GG. In my honest opinion, I think the blue team should be pushing the core right now. But instead, it looks like they're going to go for a boss. And always, this is what I say, Stinch. Every time this happens, when you take down every single team, push the core. You know, especially when you have a siege camp pushing as well. But it looks like, people are spawning right now. You could have had the core at least at 50% health.
Very true. I'm reminded of you're saying you gotta go KT to get that GG,
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I ever said that, but I do like that, and I will.
You have.
I will take a look at KT. He's doing so much damage. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Gul'dan was in way too deep here, and that's what happens when you don't have that fell flame build. You can't just sit in the backline and throw fell flames. You have to throw a corruption in, which is good, mind you, but you don't have that fell flame to really just poke in the back line. And it looks like Artanis is also going to go down here, not before getting a few shields to protect himself, but it just isn't enough here, Stanch. This boss isn't going to be able to tag down this core. Let's be serious in all honesty. And I think a Numerics is going to go, get that tribute, but I think you should wait. Well, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like, is Numerics even going to get it? No, look. Oh, he does get it. He got it by the skin of his face.
Yeah, you were like doubting him, and he was like, I'm going to show him.
I'm going to show that fool that my beetle say I'm going to get this. But yeah, it's I really feel that the blue team still, it's their game to lose. They still have all their forts up. They still have all their keeps up. The red team only has 2 keeps.
Yeah.
But they are sticking in this game. They haven't lost any keeps since it's been like 6 minutes into the game. They were doing terrible at the beginning. And I'm not even sure if they were doing really terrible. Maybe they were getting a few like unlucky picks.
Impressive.
They weren't impressive, exactly, Stencho. That's a good analogy. But you can see that the global range that kel'thuzad has now. He's able to put down those. I don't think, what do you call it? The dark fisher or whatever he has. I forget what it's called. It's called ice fisher, dark fisher, blight fisher. Something undeady. When I'm actually trying to think of it, I can't think of it. There it goes again. Whatever those things are right there. He's always trying to lay them down, trying to do damage, and he's actually doing a pretty good job, I think, hitting them. Especially, you see those owls flying in as well. Those owls are doing tons of damage. 37 owl stacks right now, Stencho. That's almost able to penetrate the entire blue team.
Oh, gosh. Owl stacks on stacks.
Yeah.
Whew.
You getting flustered?
I can't wait to see it.
Well, you're seeing it right now. You don't have to wait. Tyrande, with those stacks, she's actually the top DPS right now, Stench. She is 36,000 in, but that's nowhere in comparison of what Gul'dan is doing. With that corruption build, he's able to do a lot of damage. The unfortunate thing is he's not able to do, he can't end a game. He's got to wait. Once corruption hits, he's got to wait. Look at kel'thuzad doing so much damage, doing change and doing that shadow fisher. That's the word I'm looking for. Doing that shadow fisher and just doing so much damage, so much AoE. damage. It is just insane. It's insane, Stench, honestly. I don't know, the blue team does, they do get another keep down, which is good for them, but they keep wiping. They keep going down.
It is not looking good for the red team.
It's not looking...
call them a donkey... What was that other team called?
Donkey what?
Donkey R Us. Might as well call them Donkeys
Oh,
R
Donkeys
Us.
R Us. Gotcha. Donkeys R Us. Are you saying... I wouldn't say that, Stench. It sounds like you're trying to insult Donkeys R Us, saying that they're choking, which isn't necessarily true. You've only seen one Donkeys R Us game.
One.
Well, you've seen one series with Donkeys R Us.
True.
So don't let Stench, say otherwise. Donkeys R Us is probably a very good, capable, professional team. She doesn't know.
Yeah, you're right.
There goes Stukov, the only healer on the blue team. So they have no heals right now. Gul'dan is in way too deep. He's definitely going to go down here, Stench. There was no way he's going to survive. Once Gul'dan is in the front and they have Arthas on him, slowing him, how's he going to escape? He can't. He might have put down a Horrify, but even that, I don't even think that was enough for him to survive. I mean, he was just way too deep. Stukov has the ability to do Flailing Swipe, but honestly, I haven't seen a Flailing Swipe go down yet. And maybe that's going to save the team's life. Stukov was dead, mind you. He was dead probably 20 seconds longer than everyone else. Like, he did not have the capability to do a Flailing Swipe. Look at that. There goes another wreck. He was going to try to prove me wrong once again on that tribute, but not this time, Stench.
He tried, but no cigar.
No cigar. The blue team still has all their forts and all their keep stuff, Stench. So this might be one of those games where the blue team might be kicking themselves in the butt. Like, hey, we're winning. We definitely got this, guys. Don't even sweat it. But look at the levels right now, Stench.
Same?
No, 19 to 18.
Yeah, but I mean, basically.
Basically the same. They're currently on their hero ranks, but they just hit level 20, which means they do get their ultimates.
Ooh.
And you know what that means, Stencho?
That means they're about to rock the house.
They about to rock the house. You ready to rock the house tonight? Do you like to party?
You know I like to party.
I know you like to party. Is that cocaine?
What?
What? So we got, look out, just Stench. Just look at the damage. Not even Gul'dan is able to stop it with his, Stench, look at that. It's just, I mean, they might be able to do it here. The blue team might be able to pull it out. kel'thuzad is dead, but he does have his, what do you call that? His, phylexia thing? Phylexia?
Mm-hmm. He's got medicine?
Medicine? Yeah, he's got, well, essentially what he has is, he's got the ability to resurrect himself if he has enough globes, which he does. So he does resurrect himself. I would have liked to see him use it a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. It looks like the red...
He didn't want to be too flashy.
I don't think he wanted to be too flashy, and maybe he was waiting for, to see if his team wiped. Because he doesn't want to pop back up when he's the only person available. So his team didn't wipe. Now he's back. I would have used it a lot earlier, especially when I saw my team winning the fight. I thought the red team was definitely in the lead on that one. It looks like Sonya is going to go back, clean up these catapults that are pushing in. You don't want those catapults shooting your core because they take it down extremely fast, don't show. Look at that. The red team is getting their first fort up north. You can see how much damage Tyrande is doing, but look, kel'thuzad has actually caught up in the damage. kel'thuzad is on par with Gul'dan, but Gul'dan seems to be going down extremely fast. I think that Stukov needs to be doing those flailing swipes and making sure that Gul'dan is protected so he can do multiple corruptions per team match. It's just that what's happening right now, Stench, is the team fights aren't lasting long enough.
I agree with you. I mean, but I feel like the red team is definitely pushing back right now. So
yeah, they are definitely coming back into this game, and it might be a game that, who knows, Stench, it might last another 15 minutes.
I I hope.
I'm looking over at Stench right now. She's got a cocaine mustache going around her face, and her eyes are kind of glazing over. So I can tell that means that she's almost out of it. Look at that! Look at that owl hitting Gul'dan and another rag. That owl might actually take down Gul'dan if he's not careful, Stench. What you seeing? Any comments, Stench?
Oh, here comes the blue team. Trying to take down that tower right now. Oh, took it down.
The blue team wasn't even in there, Stench.
What are you talking about?
That was just the minions.
Oh.
Yeah. You got that cocaine haze, Stench. You gotta watch out.
I know. I'm seeing things. I'm hallucinating.
Okay, so kel'thuzad, not only is he doing like a ton of damage, but what he has is that shade. So he places down a shade, and the shade mimics his death and decays. So he's just doing a world of hurt against the blue team now. But I mean, look at this. The blue team is still protected by some keeps, but I mean, it's possible that maybe the next team game or the next team fight. At this point, if the red team can wipe the blue team, the red team can push the keeps, take down the keeps, and take down the core. The death timers are that heavy at this point, Stench, that the red team should be able to... Look at this. Stukov is just... He's caught out. No flailing swipe at all. He hasn't used flailing... I don't think he's used flailing swipe once this match. It was a perfect Divine Storm onto kel'thuzad, protecting him. He's running away from the cleansing beam of Artanis. Artanis is trying to tank to the best of his ability, but he's going to get caught out here, Stench. This might be the game. This might be the game right here. The blue team might actually lose. Look at the red team. They're trying to do so much damage. You can see Tyrande here trying to shadow stalk onto Gul'dan. She's probably going to throw out an owl here, hitting Gul'dan. There's a stun, but she... Stench, come on. She's not going to make it. And I think, honestly, what's going to happen here is the red team is going to push that northern keep and try to take that down and end the game here, just like I was prophesizing here, Stench.
Wow. I mean, blue team definitely did not capitalize on what they had.
I don't think so. I think the problem was that maybe Stukov wasn't using his flailing swipes. I think it was flailing swipes would have been a perfect ability to utilize in conjunction with the Gul'dan, in conjunction with the Greymane in a sense. They do have a very heavy melee team. So, a lot of damage has to be done by Greymane, who's going to jump in. But I think Greymane could have stayed behind, done some of his Guillemese cocktails. But I mean, if the blue team can wipe the red team right now, maybe they can go in and push the core instead. So we'll see if that happens. There's a flailing swipe. I think that's the first one I've seen all game. There's the horrify. Maybe the blue team can take them down, Stench, but it's not looking too good here. It looks like the red team is going to take this victory as the core does go down. Stencho, it is over. There's another one. There's another comeback. You don't know this. In this game, you do not know who's going to win, Stencho.
That's what I love this game, You think one team's gonna win, but then boom, it's like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm. Is it getting too predictable though? Is it getting like when you watch these games, you're like, oh yeah, the other team's probably gonna win. They have such a sizable victory. Travis probably cherry picked these games, and these games are designed to do this, which isn't exactly true. I just take a games off of Hotslog, and
I gotta tell you, these games you pick really are cutting into my pocketbook, alright? Like, this is a for sure bet. It's never a for sure bet, people. There's not a for sure thing.
That's exactly right. So this game was actually downloaded from Hotslog, and it is it's in part because it was shared by Olin J, Olenj. You can probably see him up here on the screen. No, he's not on the screen, but Olin J did.
Lied.
I lied, but yeah, he was the one that did submit this onto Hotslog. So if you do have any Hotslog games that you want to submit, please upload them to Hotslog, or you can send them directly to me at greencarpetmail. That's greencarpetmail @gmail.com. .org.gov. Just kidding, it's .com. But
don't confuse them. You can send it to everything.
I don't know where to send it. Yeah, but thanks for joining us today, guys. Please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment. And Stencho here, me and Stencho will definitely read them in the next commentary.
Yeah, and if you liked our singing, we might do some covers as well. Just kidding. No, we're not gonna
Just joking, guys. So thanks for joining us. I will check you in the next game.